introduction to internet part. The full form of internet is international network. Basically, internet is the invention of US Department of Defense. In 1969, it developed one project, and the name of that project is Advanced Research Project Agency Network, ARPANET. In 1980s, NSF Net has started, and it has high capacity network which is strictly meant for academic and research purpose only. In 1990, internet is open for the entire world, and these two projects resulted to the internet. In 1992, Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web. So here is two common words, internet and World Wide Web, which is very similar. So let us try to differentiate both with some differences. Internet uses the TCP/IP protocol, whereas World Wide Web uses the formatted code written in HTML. In internet, massive number of computers are connected and transmitted their data, whereas World Wide Web can be considered as the services provided by the internet. Here we can say World Wide Web is the subunit of internet. If we differentiated through protocols, internet uses TCP/IP protocol, whereas World Wide Web uses the hypertext transfer protocol. Now URL is the complete web address of any particular website. URL have two parts. First one is protocol and second one is domain name. So every time we will use the protocol in order to open any web pages. The protocol is HTTP, that is hypertext transfer protocol. After that we will write the address, that is for this case www.google.com, where www is the subdomain and Google is the main domain and top level domain is .com. So whenever we type this address on address bar of any internet browser, this URL is to be converted to their equivalent IP address. So converting the URL into equivalent IP address is known as domain name resolution. This domain name resolution is performed by one special server that is known as DNS server. So DNS server convert the URL into their equivalent IP address. So World Wide Web is the standard which is used to access the world of internet. World Wide Web have different attribute, like it is user friendly, it uses hypertext. Hypertext means text with some special effect. We can click on particular text and open the other web pages through hyperlink. The web pages are very interactive and user friendly. World Wide Web attributes also ensure that the information may be in the form of frame. Different frame can be used to make the web pages more interactive. Email is the facility which is used to perform the communication in the form of any multimedia content like audio, video, images, presentation, etc. Email works on the facilities of store and forward model. Using it, it can store, it can forward, and it can also archive the different content present on it. Now chat is the communication. This communication can be possible through audio, video, or in text form. Different devices can be used to perform the chat. Chat can be performed through so many websites, and nowadays smartphone also provide the facilities of chat. We can see so many social media apps through which we can perform the chatting. Chatting can be one to one and chatting can be many to many. So different person can engage to do the chatting. We see the advantages of internet if we use the facility of voice over internet protocol. VoIP is used to VoIP is used to provide the facilities of voice calling over the internet. So using internet we can perform the voice calling. So instead of telephone cable line, we can also use the internet to do the voice calling. So data through voice calling is sent digitally using the internet protocol, and instead of analog telephone lines we are using. So it allows the people to talk to another long distance and around the world without having to pay long distance or international phone charges. Website. So website is the organized content in the World Wide Web, where website belongs to the website can be belongs to the individual, group, business or organization, and website is publicly available to all the persons. Website domain name is very important. We know the different domain name like .com, .net, .org, .in, .au, like that. So website can be designed to satisfy the individual, group or business need of any particulars. So website is the repository of different web pages. So we can easily differentiate between website and web pages here. Web page is a single page, whereas website is the collection of many interrelated web pages. Web pages generally consist the details about one particular entity, whereas website contains the several entities pertaining to a particular organization. Address of the URL of a web page depends on the website, whereas URL of the website doesn't depend on a web page. In order to develop the web page, we need very small amount of time, whereas website requires much time to develop. Now coming to the type of website, static website and dynamic website. The static website is only meant for informative purpose. It means we can only access the content of static website, but dynamic website is user friendly. It can interact dynamically with the person who are using it. So let us see some more differences. The code which is used to create the static website is based on HTML, whereas the code developed for dynamic websites are generated in real time. In order to design the static website, we uses HTML, that is hypertext markup language, with cascading style sheet, whereas in dynamic website we have to code separately for client side and server side. So server side we have to use any script languages. The code in static websites or the content in static websites are unchanged, whereas dynamic website changes their content frequently as per the client request. A static website is easy to develop, whereas it is the complex mechanism to develop the dynamic website. Multiple user is not interacted or is not interacted generally with a static website, whereas multiple users are allowed to interact in dynamic website. Now coming to web server is the computer which store the content of website. Website generally accessible by the client side through web browser send the request to the web server, and accordingly web server respond the request sent by the web browser and sent it through internet. So in order to perform the communication like request and response, hypertext transfer protocol is used. Hosting a website means creating a website, developing a website, and planning a website. So in order to host, we must have the plan about the technology that is to be used to develop the website. We must have some web space that is to be purchased to develop the website. We also plan to develop the different web pages to develop a one particular website. So the website planning can be related with FTP files upload, email accounts, website building tool, website, or the website may be related with database. So website hosting means organizing the website in